After completion of the three categories of simple permanent tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma and the sclerenchyma, now we are going for the discussion of next type of permanent tissue, that is complex permanent tissue. You know clear cut complex permanent tissue formed due to various type of cells, which is structurally and functionally. Structurally and functionally various type of cells gather and form whatever the tissue, that is can say complex permanent tissue. All the various categories of cells gathered and act as a one single unit to carry out transportation of water and mineral, so that is can say xylem. For transportation of food and organic material, so that is can say phloem. So first of all we are going for the learning of xylem is one of the complex permanent tissue or conducting tissue. First, xylem. Xylem transport water as well as a mineral from root to the stem and the leaf. Root, whatever absorb mineral and water. Mineral salt and water, whatever absorbed by root, through xylem, that is transported towards stem and leaf. Stem and leaf. In the xylem, transportation of water and mineral which is occur unidirectional, always from the bottom to top. Xylem transport the material which direction? Unidirectional. This xylem, which is made up of four components, that you know clear cut with respect to classification chart of various tissue. Trachea, vessels, xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. First we learn about two, trachea and vessels. This is one of the trachea we are drawing here. This structure is one of the trachea, which is cylindrical structure, cylindrical narrow structure as well as the end which is what? Tapering. These like unicellular trachea arranged one above the another. Okay, here we are drawing, this is the one row of trachea. This is one row of trachea. Okay, nearestly drawing second row of trachea. This is their primary cell wall made up of cellulose. Okay, this is ending of one trachea, and now this is the beginning of another trachea. Two trachea, and this is their common wall. Okay, now this is the one trachea, now this is the second trachea, and this is their common wall. So we are drawing these are four tracheates in a two row. This structure is what? Tracheates. Now drawing nearestly vessel. What is the structure of trachea? Trachea which is long, cylindrical and tapering end and unicellular. Unicellular trachea arranged one above the another. This is the common wall which is closed. They having no any pore structure. Each and every trachea which is long, cylindrical and their end which is taper. Now nearest drawing the structure vessel. Vessel which is broad unit, entire unit like a pipe. This is vessel. Vessel which is made up of a Vessel unit. This is one unit of vessel. What is this structure? This is vessel unit. This vessel unit arrange one above the another. Vessel units arrange one above another. This is one vessel unit. This is second vessel unit, third vessel unit. This is the common wall present between the two vessel unit. This common wall, which is porous, it means having many pores, or having a one single large pore. Two options have. Common wall having either many pore or single large pore. So, two nearest vessel unit interconnected through common wall having many pores or one single large pore. See here, common wall between the two trachea, which is not porous, which is closed. There is the main basic difference between vessel and trachea. Trachea wall, common wall or nearest wall, overlapping wall which is not porous, whereas here common wall which is porous. This is broad unit, this is narrow unit. This is unicellular, this is multicellular. Now just we are drawing here which wall. This is primary cell wall. And this primary cell wall which is made up of cellulose. Both made up of cellulose. Trachea ends which is taper and tapering and which is overlapping to each other. Common wall which is not porous, here porous, many pore or single pore. Now this wall which is thicker due to deposition of a secondary cell wall, and this secondary cell wall which is made up of lignin. Lignin arranged in both by various pattern. Okay, few patterns we are drawing here. This is annular pattern, means arranged in a spherical circle way. This is the thickening. Yellow line indicate the thickening of a lignin. Lignin thickening here, which way? Annular. This is annular pattern of thickening. Okay, here we are drawing another type of thickening. Here drawing spiral type. This is which type of thickening? Spiral. This like different 6 pattern of thickening present within the location of what? Vessel. This is secondary cell wall. Tracheates and vessel both having a different 6 pattern of thickening. Just we are drawing 2 pattern of thickening. This is secondary cell wall. And this secondary cell wall which is made up of thickening of which material? Lignin material. Which type of thickening here? This is annular. Which type of thickening here? Spirally thickening. Spiral. Till we will draw about 2 more 4 pattern of thickening. Trachea is the water and mineral conducting unit inside which plant pteridophytes. Pteridophytes. As well as gymnosperms. As well as angiosperms. Pteridophytes in plant evolution, first of all, though plant develop 3 clear-cut organ, root, stem and leaf, that plant is pteridophytes. Nephrolepis is the example of pteridophytes. Gymnosperms. Gymnosperm plant, their seed which is naked, open, not covered with fruit. That's why their name is gymnosperm. Pinus, cycos is the example of gymnosperm. Then rest of all higher plant, flowering plant, Though plant give flower, this is all angiosperm, and there were seed which is covered with fruit. So pteridophyte, gymnosperm, angiosperm, everywhere tracheids present. Whereas vessel only present in angiospermic plant. Vessel, which is modern unit for the water conduction. Vessel, which is modern unit for water conduction, whereas tracheid is considering what? Primary unit, initial unit or primitive unit for the water conduction. Pteridophytes and gymnosperm having just tracheid, not vessel present in pteridophytes and gymnosperm both. Whereas angiosperm, there were tracheid and vessel both present as a main water conducting unit. This is high developed, this is primitive structure. End wall, which is porous, single or many, whereas end wall, which is closed. Now, both develop secondary cell wall. As the secondary cell wall develop completely, wall become thicker. At that time, both the structure lost their protoplasm, means cytoplasm and nucleus both lost by both units. So both, which is dead unit, tracheid and vessel, both non-living, means dead. Vessel, which is formed by the union of many vessel unit attached to each other, that structure is Cancer's inside. So vessel which is dead is inside, vessel which is non-living or the dead is inside. Both the structure dead. Once that become dead, now that become functional for the transportation of water as well as the mineral structures. Out of 4 different structures, we completely learn about 2, tracheids and vessels. Now, parenchyma cell associated with both, so that is Cancer xylem parenchyma. If sclerenchymatous fiber associated to that, so that is Cancer xylem fiber. Okay, we are drawing here xylem fiber. This is xylem fiber, which is longer. Fusiform means both the end which is taper and narrow and middle portion slightly wider. This is fusiform, and their inner wall having a thickening of a lignin, highly thickening of a lignin present. That's why central lumen which is narrow, and the central lumen either which is septate or no septa, so that is what? Aseptate. This is septate, this is aseptate. Sclerenchymatous fiber attached to tracheid, attached to vessel, and give what? Mechanical support to both. So xylem having a function along with the transportation of water and mineral, that is definitely carried out by tracheid and vessel. But xylem fiber provide support to both and ultimately provide mechanical support to entire plant. This is xylem fiber. What is the characteristic of xylem fiber? Thickening, highly thickening of lignin, central lumen which is very narrow, septa present, so that is septate. Here no septa, so aseptate. As xylem fiber providing mechanical strength, mechanical support to the tracheid and vessel, So ultimately xylem provide mechanical support or mechanical strength to the entire plant. So xylem having two functions. Main function, transport water and mineral from root towards the stem and leaf by unidirectional, always from bottom to top. Plus as xylem having a xylem fiber, so that provide mechanical strength or mechanical support to the entire plant body. Okay, three structure over, and all structure which is living or dead, dead structure. Xylem fiber also dead. So tell, we learn about three structure of a xylem and all which is non-living. Xylem fiber, trachea and vessel or dead unit. Now only one living structure of a xylem, and that is what? Xylem parenchyma. This is xylem parenchyma. This is the row of a cell of what? Parenchyma. This wall which is thin and made up of cellulose. The wall which is thin as well as made up of cellulose filled with the cytoplasm plus nucleus. So parenchymatous cell associated with the vessel, tracheids, that is can say xylem parenchyma. Only which is living unit of xylem. Associated for what activity? Storage. It store reserve food as like starch, lipid, tannins. Tannin, which is a phenolic organic component, useful for many medicinal purpose as well as anti-cancer medicine. Tannins, as well as other substance like crystalline substance. So xylem parenchyma store starch, lipid, tannin as well as the crystalline substance. So for structure arrange tracheids, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Out of four, which unit act as a water conducting unit actually? Parenchyma and the fibers which is not longitudinally conducted water. Just two unit. So water conducting, conducting unit of a xylem, that is tracheids and vessel, collectively known as hendrome. What is hendrome? Conducting unit of a xylem is can say hendrome. Means tracheids and vessel is can say hendrome. This hendrome word which is given by one of the botanists, Heberlandet. Scientist Heberlandet explained hendrome. Hendrome means conducting unit of xylem, that is hendrome, means tracheids and vessel. Vessel which is dead syncyte, whereas tracheids which is unicellular structure. Now we are going for the discussion of the point of view, various pattern of a thickening of a lignin present as a secondary cell wall in tracheids and vessel both, that providing lot of support leads to pressure of sap. Sap means the water plus mineral. Due to pressure, this wall not break. So now we are drawing various pattern of thickening. Various pattern of thickening. Annular and spiral already drawing. Here already drawn. Here drawing reticular pattern. Means network pattern. and here drawing scalariform. Scalariform means step by step. Then here drawing pitted and here bordered pitted. Bordered pitted. Various pattern of thickening including reticular network form. This white line indicate lignin. This is network. This is drawing longitudinal section of a trachea or vessel. This is primary cell wall. Now this is secondary cell wall. This is reticular pattern of thickening. Now scalariform means step by step. One step, okay, second, third, fourth. It's like ladder. This is scalariform of thickening. Now pitted. This is pit. What is pit? So see, this is lignin thickening. Thickening of lignin. There were lignin absent, so there is pit. There were lignin absent, so there is pit. Now pitted two pattern. This is simple pitted, but centrally once again lignin present. So pit present at the border. That's why it can say bordered pitted. This is bordered pitted. So lignin thickening of a lignin as a secondary cell wall present in a trachea and vessel by various pattern, various form as annular, spiral, reticular, scalariform, pitted. This is pitted. This is bordered pitted. Now we are thinking for the origin and development of various unit of a xylem. Okay, any type of a plant tissue which is originated from meristem. Meristem, you know clear cut, which is two type. Which two type? Primary meristem and the secondary meristem. Yeah, though portion of the primary meristem that producing xylem, that is can say procambium. And though portion of the secondary meristem who that producing xylem, that is can say vascular cambium in root, whereas cambium ring and stem. Vascular cambium. Or this is in root. Now cambium ring. Cambium ring, how does form that you know clear cut? Intra and interfascicular cambium unites. So from what? Cambium ring. Okay, procambium develop whatever the xylem, that is can say primary xylem. And vascular cambium or cambium ring develop whatever the xylem, that is can say secondary xylem. Primary xylem, which is divided into two types according to their diameter as well as step or the stage of development, early develop or late develop, diameter narrower or wider. According to that point of view, primary xylem, which is divided into two types. Which two types? Protoxylem and metaxylem. What is protoxylem? Though primary xylem develop early in a life of plant as well as they having a narrow diameter, Though primary xylem develop from procambium, from primary meristem, which is early in the life of plant and narrow diameter, that is protoxylem. Though primary xylem develop late in a plant life, as well as they having a wider diameter, more diameter, so that is metaxylem. So primary xylem divided into two, protoxylem and metaxylem, whereas secondary xylem not divided into proto and meta, because that is already developed what? Late. Now, this annular and spiral, this annular and the spiral, two pattern of thickening present inside protoxylem, whereas metaxylem having a rest of four type of thickening, which reticular pattern, scalariform, pitted and borderate pitted. Metaxylem having a which type of thickening of a lignin? Reticular, scalariform, pitted and borderate pitted. This scalariform of a thickening present in most of pteridophyte and gymnosperms. Pteridophytes and gymnosperms. Borderate pitted also in gymnosperm, especially in a tracheids, which wall? Their end wall. Scalariform of thickening present in pteridophyte and gymnosperms. Borderate pitted present in gymnosperm, especially in the tracheids in their end wall. So now we are drawing here borderate pitted. This is lignin thickening. And here we have to draw borderate pitted pattern of thickening. This is pitted, this is pitted, pitted, pitted. Now introduce centrally lignin, so that is borderate pitted. Which type of thickening is this? This is borderate pitted. Borderate pitted. So pitted means thickening of a lignin. There were lignin absent, so that is what? Pitted. Centrally lignin is there and periphery pits is there, so that is borderate pitted. So meristem, which is two type, primary and secondary. The region of primary meristem, that is procambium, that develop the xylem, so that is primary xylem. Secondary meristem, that which portion develop the secondary xylem? Vascular cambium or the procambium. Protoxylem develop the primary xylem and primary xylem divided into two. Though develop early and narrow diameter, that is protoxylem. Though develop late and widen diameter, that is metaxylem. Annular and spiral thickening present here. Rest of four type of thickening present in a metaxylem. Xylem transport the water and mineral by longitudinal axis. Plant transportation of water and mineral occur radial direction also. Radial direction occur with the help of raised parenchyma. What is raised parenchyma? That we will discuss at the time of the anatomy of a dicot stem. Plus exarch and endarch. So three words at presently given in the content of a xylem in our textbook, that is raised parenchyma, endarch and exarch. These three words that we leave at present, not learn, because that is clear cut, we can understood with the diagram of anatomy of a dicot stem. So we will learn these three words at that time, anatomy of dicot stem. So we completely finish here what structure? One of the conducting tissue or the complex permanent tissue, that is xylem. Why complex? various type of cells gather is like vessel cell, parenchymatose, trachea cell as well as the fibers. All act as a one unit for the transportation of water and mineral. That's why that is complex permanent tissue and that is xylem.